Hi, this is Doug Ramsey. I'm a professor in the Department of Wildland Resources at Utah State University. And this is the third of a three-part set of instructional videos dealing with the U.S. Geological Survey Landsat Analysis Ready data product. Here, I will demonstrate a simple technique to extract and analyze data from the ARD time series. In the first video, we learned that the ARD product utilizes best available Landsat 428 imagery from 1982 to the present and reorganizes the standard WRS path row image frames into a grid system to take better advantage of the overlap between east and west adjacent images. From the second video, we reviewed the different data products contained within the Landsat ARD product. These products include four primary image datasets: the top of atmosphere reflectance, surface reflectance, brightness temperature, and surface temperature. Along with these four image products, there are a suite of pixel-level ancillary and quality assurance layers. Spectral bands contained in each data bundle are stored as individual rasters, and, if desired, can be stacked into multi-band composites. This multi-band stacking is the only pre-processing needed to prepare the data for analysis. The best recommendation I can make to process the entire time series of ARD imagery for a particular tile is to batch the process using a scripting language like Python or R. For this example, I wrote a Python script to sample a single point location as well as individual polygons to extract spectral values. In this example, sampling a point location located over an agricultural field produced a total of 1,622 non-fill or actual data pixels spanning 1982 through 2020. This represents approximately 40% of the 3,527 images for the same time span. The Python script I used to sample the images output the spectral responses as a table that included the sensor ID, date of acquisition, individual bands organized into their appropriate spectral range. It generated the NDVI and also extracted the pixel quality assurance value for each image. These are the variables that I chose to output in this table. Once the data was extracted, the output table can be imported into whatever data analysis software package the user prefers. This graphic shows the NDVI response plotted against date for all 1,622 samples extracted from this dataset. There was no effort to filter the data using the pixel quality assurance layer, and therefore these NDVI data include cloudy, snow-covered pixels, cloud shadow pixels, and all the other non-clear or non-high quality data sets or pixels. If we filter these data to include only clear pixels, eliminating cloudy, snowy, or otherwise low quality pixels, the result consists of 952 samples, or 27% of the original 3,527 images spanning the 39 years of observation. Now, if we were to only use a single image path row, no overlapping images east or west, the number of clear pixels would be about 320 samples, or 27% of the 1,200 images for the same time period for a single path row. So that's eliminating all east-west overlapping images. The number of samples can be increased by including pixels of lower quality, say increased cloud or cirrus uncertainty values. Looking at the same data for only 1 year, in this case 2014, we have 70 observations regardless of pixel quality. By selecting only those samples identified as clear by the quality assurance layer, we get the samples identified by the red points and the blue line. All others have some sort of cloud or snow cover. The image chips along the selected samples are examples of pixels that either did or did not meet the clear criteria. This shows how well the pixel quality assurance layer works to eliminate lower quality samples. In this case, I identified a landscape in southwestern Utah that was treated to remove invasive junipers. In the high-resolution aerial image, the red polygon to the left represents where the treatment will occur, and the circle polygon to the right is my control area that remained non-treated. The treatment occurred during the summer of 2009. NDVI for each image date was averaged within each polygon. The orange NDVI line plotted against time represents the non-treated site. The blue line is the NDVI trend for the treated area, showing a distinct shift and an increase in yearly variation in NDVI starting in 2009. This is another example of a juniper treatment, but this time the temporal NDVI of the treatment is compared to an untreated site as well as a nearby community of grass shrub, which is the desired outcome of the treatment. The blue line represents the untreated site. The green line represents the nearby grass shrub site, and the red line represents the NDVI response for the treated site that was seeded with a grass shrub mix. It now more closely approximates the NDVI curve for the grass shrub site with an offset of about 2 years for the grasses to become established. The intent of the Landsat ARD product is to provide streamlined prepackaged and preprocessed bundles of Landsat time series data that makes it easier to conduct temporal analyses. By including top of atmosphere and surface reflectance products, the bidirectional reflectance issue is common when comparing overlapping east-west images from adjacent orbital paths is mitigated. Therefore, by including these overlapping images, the frequency of temporal sampling is increased by approximately a factor of 3. Given the large number of images spanning the entire Landsat history from 1982 to the present, and even between 1 or 2 years, it is best that the processes used to analyze these data be automated using a scripting language such as Python or R.